What's up, all you quantum maniacs? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the action. I'm Deqwan Young, and today we present 5 NFL quarterbacks that will win a Super Bowl before they retire, and 5 that won't. Many quarterbacks simply need to be in the right place at the right time to win a Super Bowl. Just ask the likes of Trent Dilfer, Williams and Nick Foles. Other great quarterbacks just don't have the supporting talent to win a ring. And then there are people like Tom Brady who just win because they're great. So today, we'll look at 5 quarterbacks who will win a Super Bowl before they're done, and 5 who won't. Number 5 will win, Baker Mayfield. Now, we're not saying he'll win a Super Bowl in Cleveland, but Baker Mayfield will win a Super Bowl before his career ends. And there's a lot to like about Mayfield as a quarterback as well. He brings a lot of excitement to whatever program or franchise he's around. He's accurate, he has guts, he's a gamer, he makes ballsy throws. The kid can throw the pill. He's also a leader and a student of the game. Forget everything else you think you know about Baker Mayfield and just know he's a gamer and he's here to win. The only knock on Baker is his personality. He's an undersized quarterback with a chip on his shoulder. And if that doesn't have all the makings of a Hollywood fairy tale capped off with him winning a Super Bowl, I don't know what to tell you. Number 5 won't win, Alex Smith. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler and the ideal example of a game manager. Smith led the San Francisco 49ers to the 2011 NFC Championship game and took the Kansas City Chiefs to the playoffs in 4 of his 5 years. Again, a very decent quarterback. But the Chiefs traded Smith to the Washington Redskins for 2 reasons. First, they knew Patrick Mahomes was the real deal and wanted to roll with him. Second, the Chiefs know Smith is very limited when it comes to throwing downfield and making the big-time plays. Smith is stuck on a Washington team with awful management, terrible coaching, and very little supporting talent. Now, in his mid-30s, Smith only has so many productive years left, and they're probably going to be wasted on a mediocre team. And that means no Super Bowl for Alex Smith. Number 4 will win, Mitch Trubisky. Drafted 2nd overall by the Bears in 2017, Trubisky has come every bit as advertised for the Bears. Everything is there for him to lead Chicago to his first Super Bowl in over 3 decades. Matt Nagy is the perfect coach for this team. After you've seen what he did in Kansas City, just wait till he gets the engine rolling in Chicago. And outside of Trubisky, Chicago has a top-tier running back in Jordan Howard and the ultra-dangerous Allen Robinson at wide receiver. And folks, this is only the offense. The Khalil Mack trade was a heist. He's a world-class pass rusher and changes games entirely on his own. Mack alone will make this Bears defensive unit one of the best in the NFL for years to come. And there's too much young talent not to love. This Bears team is not far off from winning a Super Bowl. Number 4 won't win, Andrew Luck. We're scared for his long-term health because Andrew Luck missed all of 2017 with a shoulder injury and half of 2015 with a lacerated kidney. And the Colts have a horrible offensive line with very minimal talent around Luck and arguably the league's worst defense. This team has spent years wasting draft picks, and the AFC South isn't exactly a cakewalk anymore. The Jaguars and Tennessee Titans figure to contend for many years to come, and the Houston Texans aren't a laughingstock anymore. Unless Luck does the smart thing and asks for a trade, he won't be winning any Super Bowls in Indy. Number 3 will win, Marcus Mariota. Like the Jaguars, the Titans have built a star-studded roster with mainly players that are just nearing or in the middle of their prime years. Distrust him all you want, but Marcus Mariota is an above-average quarterback. With his tremendous athleticism and speed, he'll do great things. We love how the Titans have built up a roster, front office, and coaching staff filled with former New England Patriots. And it doesn't hurt to have that kind of championship pedigree in your organization. Mariota should be able to develop something special with wide receiver Corey Davis, and the defense is an underrated unit. The Titans are bound to win their first Super Bowl eventually, and Mariota will be the one guiding them to it. Number 3 won't win, Matthew Stafford. Stafford is really just a poor man's Phillip Rivers. He can throw for 4,000 yards a season with relative ease and has an incredible release with all his throws. Stafford is a true franchise quarterback, but some things are working against him, like being a part of the Lions. The Lions just aren't a great team. Even when they fielded Calvin Johnson, they haven't won a playoff game since 1991, and Stafford has only been able to get them to the postseason 3 times. Detroit's 3 NFC North foes aren't going away either. The Packers and Vikings are Super Bowl contenders now, and the Bears are an up-and-coming team, as we already mentioned. Time just isn't on the side of Matthew Stafford and the Lions. We're just not seeing a championship in their near future. Number 2 will win, Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs traded up to get Mahomes in 2017, even though they already had Alex Smith, and the gamble was worth it, as Mahomes appears to be the real deal and the next great quarterback in the NFL. This could be your next Aaron Rodgers, folks. His arm, his accuracy, the athleticism, speed, and football IQ are all out of this world, and there isn't a flaw in his game. And the Chiefs know they have the next face of the NFL. With top flight running back Kareem Hunt and speedy wideout Tyreek Hill, Mahomes will not be short of weapons. And it's gonna lead to at least one Super Bowl parade, but probably more. Number 2, won't win, Matt Ryan. Make no mistake about it, Matt Ryan is going to the Hall of Fame. But the 2016 NFL MVP saw his Falcons blow a 28-3 lead in Super Bowl 51 versus the New England Patriots. And seeing how the Falcons have performed since that loss, can you really trust him to overcome that epic meltdown? Ryan is now in his mid-30s, and the impossible to replace Julio Jones only has so many good years left. The NFC is loaded with other contenders as well, many of whom are led by quarterbacks considerably younger than Ryan. Atlanta had their chance and they blew it. We just don't see Matt Ryan winning a Super Bowl there. Number 1, will win, Jared Goff. He had an MVP caliber year in 2017, and the Rams were loaded with young talent all around. With guys like Todd Gurley, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp, the Rams have a lot of weapons on offense, and the defense will be a force for years to come, with Aaron Donald rushing the passer and Marcus Peters patrolling the secondary. No quarterback is in a better position to be part of a dynasty right now than Jared Goff, and the Rams are built to win for the next 10 years. Goff will join Kurt Warner on the list of Rams Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Number 1, won't win, Phillip Rivers. Call him the modern day Dan Marino. Rivers is an amazing player, a future Hall of Famer with excellent stats, but the Chargers just never get it done. And even though Rivers has had so many talented teams around him, the management has always been terrible, like always. And this team has an astonishing history of falling apart in the most critical of situations. Rivers now enters his late 30s, wondering if he'll ever get a ring. And the Chargers aren't on the same level as the Jaguars, Chiefs, the Pats, or the Steelers. If Rivers were a few years younger, we wouldn't have him on this list. But the clock is ticking on his career, and with time against him, Safe Money says, Phillip Rivers never wins it all. What other quarterbacks will win a Super Bowl before they retire? And which ones won't? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton, and we truly appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
My knee.